here in Valorant.
We'll see how comfy they are, right? Whitecat here in position. Damara, of course, willing to go for the closer. Shiro finding lightning fast early on here. Whitecat still within the container. And Boom Esports trying to hold things off. But Velocity has the overrun. The Flood looking strong here onto the side. And the Pistols, they are just smiling on Velocity right now as they get the plant.
Yeah. Again, cover picks for Velocity. You do see that show up here on the pistol. And again, a very just strong approach for Velocity. I think Boom might have just maybe floundered a little bit, picking out one by one.
Yeah, overstaying their welcome perhaps. As Velocity doing such a good job now to play the post, but here we have it. That snake bite could be huge from Berserk. The poison doing damage, and that's... He just keeps the antidote in his own pockets. I think SK Rossi before this has played Vice 5 times in his VCT career. MC Slasher catching out tomorrow. Whitecat also with the tracking. And Boom Esports right now just shutting out Velocity before they can even get on started with the force buy here. Through the wall, even Russ will fall. SK Rossi right now watching the flank. The headshot's there, but SK Rossi is still alive at least to try and do some damage.
Right behind him, and this is the pro. About to say, that was like the perfect time maybe for SK Rossi to get the flank, but Shiro's aware.
Doing his best to get one through to the other side. He's low already. Here he comes. But Whitecat, a quick flick. That's enough to get the kill. 21 HP for Whitecat, but he's fearless here. He gets a second before he's felled here by SK Rossi. Time ticking now. NC Slasher on the flag. You have Nats also nearby. Oh, it's awkward for NC Slasher. Somehow alive. Now taken down. SK Rossi putting a good hurt on the opposition. It's straight for trade. Nats with the answer. Russ, the only one standing, trying to stall with utility here. He's gonna go for the short angle, Asarai. And as time ticks away, we're gonna have to tap onto that spike. One bullet is all that Boom needs to take him down. Halfway now. No one's looking! Berserk's playing Protector though! And Boom Esports still get away with it! By that poison though, the snake bite preventing the Neon from going on in. But Lightning Fast is the extra. And see Whitecat, where did he even come from? Well, with that, it's a showstopper now into the third. Whitecat trying to find another one here. The Velocity still around the site. They find a moment to stabilize at the very least. But corners to hold Berserks within heaven. Damara, he finally gets to sync up with the rest of the team. They're trying to bait out the peak of the spike tap. Commit comes in. Berserks get the intel, but Damara, a much needed shot to make it a 2v1.
This is going to be the long wraparound from Shiro. This could work though. Both eyes from Velocity set to look near the back of the site at spawn. So there's a chance, an opening here for Shiro. But of course, Velocity is starting to get wise.
Yeah, a matter of duelists here. And Shiro, he's quite low, not as low as Damara. Lightning Fast, just holding into the corner. Sees the Neon, there's the contact, but Lightning Fast quickly swinging. Perhaps trying to play the counter for either Lightning Fast or Damara in the backside. He's holding on to utility instead. Here we have the Molly now into play. Damara gonna go for it. Lightning Fast already in position, but Whitecat and Berserks, they're the first stations that stop Velocity in their tracks. Here comes Shiro now. Gate crash on out, doesn't want to stay with the operator into TP. And Boom has done the damage already.
Yeah, great.
Gonna go down early on. Steal a garden here for Velocity to try and keep the tempo going. Pressure is on. Orbital Strike onto the backside as well. But Boom, they have the shower control. Whitecat making Madeline work for it. And Berserks at that range with the shorty fade away. Lightning Fast goes down. And things going bad to worse here for Velocity. They have been stopped at the first station. Red lights straight in their face of the SK Rossi and Russ. Looking to salvage the round. They pick up the spike at the very least. Chance perhaps to go for the rotation. But with these positions from Boom, any sound cue, you know they'll look to find the push here. And straight into the crosshairs. Berserk's just waiting patiently. Right now, time is on the side of Boom Esports. And here we go again. A third for Berserk's. Since now's a chance for Velocity to go for this B site. Shiro can't hit the mark as Lightning Fast is in position. And there you go. He's a force of nature and straight onto the site.
That's what they needed. Damara not fearing the seas. What is it only but like tether? So you keep pushing through, get the kill, and everyone feeds off of it.
He's like, I get the sun, I get the wind, but here we go with Nats already in position. Boom Esports with the retake. And oh, Nats immediately with the double of his own. Showstopper primed and ready. Almost strike as well to bend off players from Hookah. Here comes Damara in position. Damara with the shutdown. Damara finally felled by Whitecat. But Velocity have so many angles of opportunity. Here we go with Madeline, but Whitecat still gets away with one more till Russ. In those 1v1s across the board. Here comes the orbital strike though, and straight on through. Lightning fast catching out Shiro. Velocity keeping the momentum in their favor. Berserk's right now gonna get stunned on up. No one's checking until Damara keeps the train going. It's a great pace here from Velocity. The two duelists doing all they can to do some immense damage.
They gotta commit to the fight.
Well, it's all Nats, and Nats straight on through! He punches 4! And they just didn't even see that one coming! Velocity knocked out of the round effectively. SK Rossi the only one standing. But that was just utterly fearless from Boom. Apex Predators, the Wolfpack is on the hunt. And here we go, they howl as Nats gets the Predator ace!
Be at least someone to check this, but if they're not careful, they could just get brute forced by Velocity here.
Yeah, the Mars first to fall. Rusto makes the trade happen. As Velocity to play the unexpected angles here. NC Slasher and Whitecat now ready, and now they're just raring to go. He at least to challenge Boom Esports right now. Prowler comes on in. Shiro plays up close. Now overrun here by Damara. Nats in that chaos gets a kill. Russ making the Sheriff count too. And keep an eye out of Russ and Madeline. The two voices really of Velocity. The voices of reason now bringing the clutch when they need it the most. Stellar shots with the pistols. They make it a 4v2, and while Berserks is in this A site right now, the problem is Whitecat. He's the one with the spike here. Contact coming up to a close into Lamps. SK Rossi! That footwork was just so damn good. On the CT side, Angel's there too. When's the swing gonna come on in? SK Rossi with the flag, and Russ again with that Sheriff. And here we have it, it's post-plant. They take the elbow. The flood comes on through, so Boom is trying to chip away against Velocity. Damara taking the fight to them, but against 3, that's just too many. Russ now goes for the molly. Big insult provided there by Damara. SK Rossi and Russ just stabilizing this defense here, but Berserks! Trying to set up the trap here. Judge on hand. Russ trying to replicate what Nats did against him in the last half. And SK Rossi in position, but it's straight for trade. Boom still having a spike in their hands, making it 3v3. It's really that push from Lightning Fast that could find some value here.
Yeah, he still has complete arsenal for himself, so he can just slide into the site.
Oh. God, Fancy Slasher clearing the corner. Things looking good here for Boom. And Velocity have to play separated on this front. The rear, it's being watched for. The flanks, there's someone keeping an eye out. But with Lightning Fast doing some great chip damage, that should be confidence for Velocity to try and go for the fight. It forces Shiro to back into Lamps. Madeline gonna be dropping on down here. But by the bench, NC Slasher into the corner. Here comes Madeline. Perfect step to get that kill. 2v2. Berserks again! And Shiro still, if he's alive, he's gonna be a threat. Map point here for Boom. And Madeline, still around in that position, so watch out for the sky. Can he play? Crucial here. Berserk's on the other hand doing some damage. But Madeline hasn't been found. Madeline gets rid of NC Slasher! The spike being planted. Finally, Boom, get it done. Russ clears Berserk's into a 2v1. But in this chaos, Boom looks to thrive. There's no passing Shiro now. It's a win here for Boom on Vine. 13-4 to take map number 1. Whitecat to lead the charge here. Valve Neon's yet again coming to a head here. Whitecat trying to find the position. Berserk's actually finding out Russ. Berserk still around on the market. Same momentum from map number 1. Finally taken down by Madeline, who gets a double for his own. But Nats also in position. This pinch from Boom looking strong. And Nats continuing where Boom has left off. Have seen Velocity take a thrifty away though. And also, apparently, thanks to Prod, every single day we've gotten an ace. And well, we saw it in map number 1. Will we see it in map number 2? Berserk's here at the backside. Damara will go down, holding onto the Spectre. Here comes a push from Velocity. Shiro, though, making his mark happen. 3 kills off the arsenal. And that's Boom getting a second round. Got sent also to the other side. Interesting enough. Yeah, no plans as of yet. BLT, they don't want to be caught lacking. They'll just pivot on away, but Shiro hits the head of the IGL. Damara in position. Here comes the push from Berserks right now. Madeline's SK Rossi doing their best to keep the fight going. But do they know? They don't know. They don't know. Nats gonna crawl on through. SK Rossi, now he figures it out. They're burning the Boom utility right now. Hunter's Fury comes on through from Madeline as well. Color here in round number 5. SK Rossi finding one. It's Velocity again winning out the trade, but here in the backside, Boom is stable with Shiro and Berserks! Come on, these names! How many times do you have to say it for
30
Boom
seconds
Esports? The spike now in the threshold, in the sightlines here of Berserk's. Madeline will try to look for the rotation into Boba. But who sees who first? Nats now found out. 15 seconds left, Berserks. Get away from the contact points. Velocity.
10
They're pressed for
seconds
time.
left.
There's the fake. Berserk's now into cover. And Madeline. Does he have it in him? It's not gonna happen. Berserks again. If Boom
Not ready yet.
would push out in the angle, it's White Cat holding close. They're gonna line up for him, and there you have it, falling like dominoes. He's already gotten 4. Talking about aces throughout the tournament. He wants one, doesn't get it thanks to SK Rossi, but there you have it.
Yeah, now they're gonna
comes
just try to go through elbow.
Nats, he was trained on it. Boom again, just ready from the get-go.
Spike
The
down
pre-aim
A.
at this point, the crosshair placement is just ridiculous. They immediately expect where velocity is gonna come from. Lightning fast here, trying to beat the high-low setup.
One
2 is
enemy
better than 1, and Berserks is better than them all. A double here, White Cat comes on in, 8-1. Here, Boom still in position, nearby safe. SK Rossi though, that's a big kill. That's another one from SK Rossi. If Velocity want the fighting chance, this is their moment. Lightning fast with a double of their own. Berserks here in position, and BLT. They've been waiting for this opportunity. Guns to pick up. It's against Shiro though. 1v3. Oh. Cyber Cage's gone. Lightning fast. And SK Rossi just waiting for the contact to come their way. Tripwire's there. Berserks again though! And yeah, Berserks. He's breaking the hearts of Velocity at this point. The pings come out from the neural theft, but the double up here. It's well played by Velocity. The other Cypher's gone. Boom, still continuing that trend.
down mid.
NC Slasher gets the double, a trade there after the fall of White Cats. 4v2 immediately here, and we haven't even gotten through the 30-second timer.
Well, they're gonna try to open things up even more, but again, with Lightning Fast holding mid, there's a potential rotation here for Velocity, but it's just 2 of them remaining, and look at how far Nats has gone through enemy lines, enemy territory.
Yeah, if left unchecked, this could just hurt the chances of Velocity even more. Critical contact so far. Nats has the timing! And there's no way! Nats again scratching the backs of Velocity and taking them down. Just decide to be even more proactive around the map. Here we go again. Mid-held Shiro seeing Damara straight on through. While Russ tries to send it with the Rolling Thunder. The Gate Rush, of course, in position. Hunter's Fury to play. And Berserks with the spam. White Cat 2. They made the kill box into markets. And it's just free real estate here for Boom at this point. They're buying up. They're getting everything that they would like. On tap, we pivot straight into B, where White Cat's the one leading the charge. Trying to make that space, but Russ finds him. Velocity. They have some good stations here at the back of the site. Shock Dart comes on through it. SK Rossi taking a big chunk of damage. For BLT, proving themselves with some pistols. Nancy Slasher just cleaving on through, but Madeline, man! Keep an eye out. Berserks on the other side. Now Berserks versus SK Rossi. Camera scene. Berserks in position, and Berserks again! Yeah, the defense are gonna try to will it with the Stingers here. They've also pushed up into tiles, and that's a great kill by Velocity to overrun the Lurk. Berserks was the biggest threat. Now they take him down early. There's still more to come though. SK Rossi, great shot to the Sheriff too. So no count out Velocity in this one. Paranoia comes on in. SK Rossi with another. Just saw the direction of the utility. NC Slasher. Wow, SK Rossi!
Charge out just to match where they're going. Looks like no for the meantime. Oh,
Nice
stun!
catch though with the stun. That's brilliant here from Russ, and with it, Velocity. C2 hand delivered in front of them. Now, with the numbers thinned out, this could be more confident from Velocity onto the site itself. Here comes NC Slasher. Can't mow down Damara at all. Shiro, that's a classic on hand. It's a free gun, but White Cat's the one with the big one. The double there with the Bulldog. White Cat also trying to move, trying to groove, just can't find the angle here. Shiro still in position, and Shiro's found the upgrade. Into the smoke, he finds Lightning Fast there! Velocity, who have to play a big game of keep away, and Shiro's not done. He's gotten one more. He wants to get another one here. 3 for Shiro, and that's all she wrote, as Boom will get the flawless, will get the sweep, and will take Sunset 13-3.